Hello, everyone. My name is Sylvain Rochon. I am the Paradise Engineer and also the co-founder of the Alliance for Extraterrestrial Diplomatic Contact. Today, I wanted to talk about how the world is shifting, or have been shifting for quite a while, maybe, well, 20 to 50 years, depending on the benchmarks, from competition to collaboration. And it's been mostly apparent in the last 20 years with the establishment of the internet as the global web of communication exchange. And then the smartphone, social media came slightly after. And we've become, because of those, and also different things like means of creating very complicated supply chains across nations and producing different companies, which have been going on for a much longer time, makes the world very interconnected and interdependent, because each country has different needs and productions, and the different nations and different peoples all around the world are trying to get the best that they can for themselves and for others. And so we've become a more cooperative world. And that's really important. And nowadays, more information and more technologies have come to bear that make the world even more collaborative and cooperative, even though there are some nations that are still highly competitive and are striking conflict where they shouldn't, and so on. And that is because of artificial intelligence, as just an example, and the prominent weight of climate change or global warming, or just concerns about the environment in general, our water, our air, which is a shared resource around the planet, no matter how you look at it. And that trend towards collaboration, because of this interdependence, makes the planet much more susceptible to be welcoming to an extraterrestrial civilization, because we become slowly a more unified humanity. At a smaller scale, humanity is also collaborating and becoming more unified just in our personal interactions. We now interact with people from all over the world through social media, and we even interact with artificial intelligences that are not part of any nation whatsoever. It exposes us to all sorts of cultures and different ideas and exchanges that we wouldn't otherwise have. That allows us to create understanding and just trying to avoid conflict and getting ideas from others that are different, that can enrich our own cultures, our own way of doing things. So the population itself is way less likely to be compulsed into being aggressive towards others and being competitive. We want other people, our friends, our family members, our colleagues from all around the world, to be okay. And so we don't want to rip something out from them to take advantage of it, at least less and less every year. And this is all good news. So we should rejoice. We should continue towards that trend in creating more ties and more relationships with everybody else, and try to tumble the old competitive natures, competitive infrastructures and institutions that keep us stuck into the past. We want to be a unified world, not the same. Everybody's different, but unified in the thought that we are one, and there's enough for everybody. There's an abundance of resources. There's enough abundance of knowledge as well. So we can share all that, distribute all that, and everybody can be okay. And we don't need to compete for crumbs anymore. And then it'll be a great time for ETs to arrive and say, hey, you've figured it out. Now that you're not fighting each other, you can become part of a bigger community that is also highly collaborative. And that's a good thing to do. Go below into the comments and tell me what you think, and how can we get there faster. Goodbye.